Steel tracks roll through the quiet town, smoke in the sky, buildings down. No names, no faces, just marching feet. Dust in the wind and blood in the street. Mothers cry while the silence breaks. Another flag, another way. The war machine don't stop to ask. It just rolls on, complete its task. It don't decide who's wrong or right. It just brings the endless night. Fires burning, hearts are cleft. It don't care who's right, just who's left. It grinds the truth beneath its tread, leaves behind the maimed and dead. A beast we built but lost control. Now it's eating up our soul. Came with banners, came with drums. Now it's just the silence of the guns. Politicians talk, but they don't bleed. Just boys with the rifles and broken creeds. They don't ask why, don't pause for tears. It's fed by fear and fueled by years. Each war a copy of the last, just different names, same shattered past. It don't decide who's wrong or right. It just brings the endless night. Fires burning, hearts are cleft. It don't care who's right, just who's left. It marches on, it pays no debt. The war machine don't break a sweat. One more lie, one more theft, another soul, another death. It rolled through Vietnam, through desert storms and Babylon. It speaks in bombs, not in truth. Steals the future, kills the youth. Old men point and young men fall. History written on a graveyard wall. We keep on feeding the beast we made, while children grow up in its shade. It don't decide who's wrong or right. It just brings the endless night. Fires burn and flags are left to wave above what war bereft. It don't feel pain, it don't feel loss. It never counts the human cost. It don't ask why, it don't confess. It only cares for who's left. So light a candle, say your name before the next one's fed to flame. 'Cause once it rolls, there's no redress. The war machine knows no finesse. It don't pick sides, don't make amends. It only ends when
started in Boston, the spark in the air, with tea in the harbor and powder to spare. The king raised a tax, we raised our fists. So we ain't your subjects, we don't exist. From Concord's fields to Bunker Hill, we fought with fire, iron and will. The farmers rose with flintlock graves, put the redcoats back in their place. Down with the crown, we took that stand, with blood in the dirt and steel in hand. No more chains, no more ropes. We fought like wolves, slit their throats. It's liberty or death, no in between. On fields of fire, we forged 13, from the ink of the pen to the edge of a blade. We built this land the hard-fought way. Washington Road, through the winter's hell, across the icy Delaware, like a rebel spell. Hessian troops never saw it come. At Trenton we hit like a patriot drum. At Saratoga we turned the tide. Burgoyne's pride took a long, hard ride. The French came in, we raised the stakes, with Lafayette and fire in our wake. Down with the crown, we made it clear, this ain't your land, you're not welcome here. No more kings, no royal boasts. We aimed our guns, slit their throats. It's freedom's fire that lit this flame, and every rebel earned that name. From Yorktown's trap to the final bell, we sent them running back to hell. They called us traitors, called us fools, but we made war with farmers' tools. Muskets cracked and flags were raised by men who'd rather die than be enslaved. Don't forget the names that bled, like Green and Knox, and the words they said. Nathan Hale, with a noose round his breath. I regret I've got but one life for death. Women ran the farms, carried steel, while boys marched out with nerves of steel. They thought we'd break, thought we'd yield, but we dug our graves in every field. so our sons could live. No more chains, no powder coats. We lit the fuse, slit their throats. It's liberty or death, carved in stone. And we claim this soil as our own. From fire, frost, and midnight rise, the spirit of freedom never dies. So raise that flag, let history sing. We bow to none, not even a king.
Started out with a broken heart, too much pain, didn't know where to start. Pills came easy till the hurt went numb, but I kept on running till the damage was done. Sold my truck, burned my name, did things I swore I'd never claim. Then one night I hit the floor, desperate and broke, I robbed that store. Now I'm paying for my sins, steel bars and two-man pens. What I took I can't give back, one man gone and that's a fact. I wear the shame like prison skin, every breath's a price within. No excuses, no more spin, just a man paying for his sins. Tried to run, but the sirens came, red and blue, and a world of blame. Hands in the air, down on my knees. Ain't no mercy in a crime like these. Mama cried on the witness stand. Judge said, boy, you killed a man. I got time and I got regret, a bed of stone and a soul in debt. Now I'm paying for my sins, still bars and two-man pens. What I took I can't give back, one man gone and that's a fact. I wear the shame like prison skin, every breath's a price within. No excuses, no more spin, just a man paying for his sins. Wish I could rewind the night, do it over, get it right. But pain don't care and time don't wait. You break the law, you seal your fate. Now I work in the kitchen line, counting days and serving time. Write letters that I never send, praying for peace and not pretend. There's a boy out there who bears my name. Hope he never feels this kind of shame, 'cause I'm paying for my sins, still bars and two-man pens. What I did I won't defend, but maybe this ain't how it ends. I wear this truth like second skin, hurting less than holding in. I'm not the man I was back then, I'm just a soul paying for his sins. Yeah, I'm just was born with the wind blowing through my soul, a heart too wild to ever take hold. Mama tried to keep me close to the flame, but I packed my dreams and caught the first westbound train. Dusty roads and miles behind, a different sunrise every time. No white picket fence, no 9 to 5, just the hum of wheels and feeling alive. Dusty boots and a beat-up guitar, that's all the home I've ever known. I don't chase love, don't wear no chains, I ride the wind and outrun pain. No roots to tie me, no place to fall. Freedom's a lonesome but beautiful call. I've slept beneath stars in the desert cold, shared campfires with strangers and stories untold. Had women who tried to hold me near, but I disappeared like a whisper in the mirror. I've played back porches, smoky bars, traded songs for gas and old cigars. Got more scars than I can name, but none of them ever taught me shame. Dusty boots and a beat-up guitar, that's all the home I've ever known. I don't chase love, don't wear no chains, I ride the wind and outrun pain. No roots to tie me, no place to fall. Freedom's a lonesome but beautiful call. Some call it running, but I call it breathing. Life ain't worth much if your soul feels beaten. So I keep moving, 'cause I ain't made for promises, rings, or white church shade. Dusty boots and a beat-up guitar, that's my truth beneath the stars. No family name carved in stone, just this road I proudly roam. If heaven's out there past the plains, I'll get there slow, riding freedom's train. Yeah, dusty boots and a beat-up guitar, that's all the home I've ever known. So far, I was 27, feeling worn and wise, dust on my boots, truth in my eyes. Back in town just to clear my head, didn't expect her, but there she was instead. Hair
Her smile could light the coldest gloom, and just like that she owned the room. She moved like smoke through the cracks of time, a living poem, a crooked rhyme. Oh, Lisa, that girl called Lisa, curves like dunes in the desert moonlight, heart like a wildfire, kiss like tequila. She burned through my soul in a single night. I tried to move on, but I never will. That girl called Lisa, she's with me still. We drank cheap wine on the motel bed, laughed till our faces burned bright red. She said the world's a weight, but I don't bend, then kissed me like the world might end. We drove all night till the sky turned blue, no plan, just the road and a fading view. She sang old songs through the cigarette haze, and damn, I still remember those days. She kissed like trouble, tasted like sin, and I'd fall all over again. Oh, Lisa, that girl called Lisa, curves like dunes in the desert moonlight, heart like a wildfire, kiss like tequila. She burned through my soul in a single night. I tried to move on, but I never will. That girl called Lisa, she's with me still. Now the years roll on like a freight train slow, but she's the echo in every show. She's a chill in the midnight breeze, the fire that still brings me to my knees. Oh, Lisa, sweet wild Lisa, hair like the raven, voice like flame. I chased her shadow, but couldn't seize her. You can't hold wind or a runaway name. I tried to forget, but I never will. That girl called Lisa, she haunts me still. Yeah, that girl called Lisa, still dancing in the back of my mind, like the dust that don't say goodbye. I was just a kid down in Baton Rouge, summer sun, no plans, just nothing to lose. Cousin Ray came by with a devilish grin, said, boy, you ready to let real life begin? He rolled it tight, hands weathered and warm, struck that match like he'd done it before. Took a puff, coughed hard, saw stars and rain. That's the day I met sweet Maryjane. And she lit that fire deep in my soul, took me places only dreamers go. One hit, man, I was never the same. Me and that girl, Maryjane. She helps me float where the world can't reach, out of body, just out of speech. Laid back, smoking, hearts untamed, just me, Bob Dylan, and Maryjane. 17, we were thick as thieves, skipping class, just chasing dreams. Back of the shed with a beat-up speaker, vinyl spinning like a Sunday preacher. She whispered peace when the world got loud, turned the storm into a velvet cloud. Kept my head up when I was down, every toe she spun me round. Yeah, she lit that fire deep in my soul, took me places only dreamers go. One hit, man, I was never the same. Me and that girl, Maryjane. She helps me float where the world can't reach, out of body, just out of speech. Laid back, smoking, hearts untamed, just me, Bob Dylan, and Maryjane. Now I'm older, but I still get high on porch light, stars and that southern sky. Got a jar on the shelf and a peace of mind. She still comes round when I need to unwind. 'Cause she lit that fire deep in my soul, took me places where the good vibes roll. One hit wonder, never felt shame. Me and my first love, Maryjane. She knows the way to set me free, a little green grace in a world of need. Just there chilling, blazing up again, playing tambourine man in the summer wind. So if you see me staring at the skies, half closed with a peaceful smile, I'm not alone in that sacred space. Me and Mary, drifting out of place. Sunburned shoulders, cut off jeans, sneaking down past the old train beams. Case of cheap beer, bag full of green, a beat up cooler and a lake so clean. We dive right in, hearts running high, laughing loud neath that red gold sky. Her lips tasted like cherry and smoke, swore the world stood still when she spoke. That summer stayed forever in my mind, skipping stones and losing time, back when the nights were made to burn and we had nothing left to learn. Old rock songs on a radio dial, we were reckless, raw and free for miles. We were young, dumb, wild together. Yeah, that summer stayed forever. Bonfire crackled down by the shore, someone lit up and passed it once more. We carved our names in the cypress tree, like we could lock in a memory. Moonlight danced on sun-drenched skin, and we made out like the world might end. No plans, no pain, no 9 to 5, just a buzz and a reason to feel alive. That summer stayed forever in my mind, skipping stones and losing time, back when the nights were made to burn and we had nothing left to learn. Old rock songs on a radio dial, we were reckless, raw and free for miles. We were young, dumb, wild together. Yeah, that summer stayed forever. We don't talk much now, life moved on, but when free falling comes on, I swear I see us by that shore, like ghosts of what we were before. That summer stayed forever in my soul, even though the years took their toll. I still feel that kiss in the heat of July, still hear that laugh in the wind going by. Old rock songs on a static dial still take me back every once
once in a while, to when we swore we'd stay that wild forever. Yeah, that summer, that summer stayed forever. A lake, a light, a love so clever. We were young and dumb, but we'll be that way forever. We were raised on back road prayers, dirt-stained boots and lawn chair stairs, catching catfish down by the bend, running mud with a case and friends. They look at us like we're stuck in the past, call us names and laugh as they pass, but they don't see the gold in the grime, the kind of life that don't need shine. They don't know what they're missing. Judge our ways but never listen. We hunt, we fish, we raise our young, we build our homes with careless thumbs. We get down where the creek runs cold, chasing dreams that ain't bought or sold. They see rednecks, we see tradition. They don't know what they're missing. Bonfires light up Friday nights with tailgates down and jar pass rights. Ain't much money, but we're never poor. Got a full heart and a screen door. We don't need fancy to feel alive, just a four-wheel drive and a county line. They scoff at camo and rebel flags, but never seen pride like we drag. They don't know what they're missing. Out here we don't need permission. We fix what breaks with duct tape and grit. Talk real slow, but we don't quit. We sing to the stars and howl at the moon, dance in the dust to a redneck tune. They see different, we see conviction. They don't know what they're missing. You can have your cities and bright lights. We'll take bonfires and bar fight nights. We ain't perfect, but we're proud and free, just living life how it's meant to be. They don't know what they're missing, laughing at what we call living. But mud on your boots and a good dog's bark beats traffic lights and a concrete park. They don't know what they're missing. Call us names, but we ain't listening. We live loud and we bleed proud, from small town roots that don't bow down. Raise a toast to a stubborn way, redneck born and redneck stay. You can judge, but here's the admission. Y'all don't know what you're missing. Yeah, they don't know what they're missing.
Mom hung it above my bed, said it'd keep the monsters out my head.
feathers sway like it believed. Dreams were soft, sleep was clean. But I was 12 and scared to death, the shadows dancing under breath. And every night it spun so slow, like it was listening to what I know. Dreamcatcher, liar in the sky, you caught my screams, you made them fly. Now the hallway breathes, the mirror bleeds, and all my nightmares follow me. You said you'd guard me while I slept, but now I'm drowning in what's left. Dreamcatcher, don't wake me up, you've already done enough. 14, I dreamed the house burned down, woke to sirens, flames, and cracking ground. My dog was barking at the air, but nothing there, just smoke and stare. 15, I saw my best friend fall from a rope in the gym's old bathroom stall. They said it's tragic, called it fate, but I saw it coming 3 nights late. I don't sleep now, I just wait for dreams to twist and detonate. I tried to throw it in the creek, but somehow it crawled back to me. Dreamcatcher, cursing thread and string, you don't protect, you pull the strings. Now closets breathe, shadows talk, and all my fears come out and walk. You spun my thoughts into a trap, now I can't dream without collapse. Dreamcatcher, don't wake me up, just let this nightmare eat me up. I stitch my fears into your frame, every secret, every shame. Now they bloom when I lie down, a haunted gift, a sacred crown. It doesn't catch, it doesn't save, it carves my dreams into my days. The darker I think, the deeper it feeds. The more I sleep, the more it bleeds. Dreamcatcher, you got my trust, you turned it into ash and dust. Now I don't dream, I just decay and watch my world get torn away. If I don't wake, don't call my name, this isn't sleep, it's just the flame. Dreamcatcher, don't wake me up, you've already done enough. Mama cried the day I turned 13, said, boy, you're trouble running full steam. Daddy never looked me in the eye, just poured his bourbon and let it slide. Preacher's son got all the praise, while I raised hell and skipped good grades. They called me wild, called me cursed, the kind of kid you pray don't get worse. But I knew who I was in the quiet and smoke, just trying to breathe where the world said no. I was the black sheep, the lost cause, always one step from breaking the laws. But when that fire lit up Main Street sky, I was the first to run inside. Pulled 4 souls from the smoking flame, didn't think, just ran through the pain. Now they raise their glass to my name, but I'm still the same, just a black sheep who found his flame. Old Miss Taylor used to cross the road whenever I walked by in my torn up coat. Now she bakes me pies and says you've changed, but the truth is I'm just less changed. The sheriff nods when we pass in town, but he once tried to lock me down. Funny how fast folks rewrite the page when a black sheep steps out of the cage. I never needed to be their crown, just a hand to pull someone out. I was the black sheep, the small town scar, had a rusted soul and a beat up car. When that building lit like a funeral pie, I walked through hell and came out the fight. Didn't ask for praise, didn't seek the light, just did what I knew was right that night. Now they cheer like I ain't the same, but I still wear that black sheep name. Maybe we all carry something deep, a storm, a fire, a secret to keep. But sometimes the ones they doubt the most are the first to run toward the smoke. Yeah, I was the black sheep, the broken thread, the one they all wish gone instead. But I found my worth in the ash and flame, not in their words, not in their shame. Now the town square holds my face in stone, but I still walk this world alone. Ain't looking for love or fortune or fame, just peace in my soul and pride in my name. Yeah, I was the black sheep, and I still am, but I'm no longer to blame.
Down by the river where the willows weep, old man Jeb saw things in his sleep. Said he heard the cries of 1,000 sins, scratching at the gates, trying to get back in. A preacher's son ran off with the gold, shot his brother just to watch him fall. Thought he buried the truth out in the pine, but the blood still howls through the Georgia pines. The light gonna find you no matter how deep. Ain't no grave can promise sleep. The deeds you done in the dead of night gonna burn like hell when they hit the light. The devil don't knock, he just takes his own. He's sitting by the fire, waiting to welcome you home. A woman in black walks a ridge at dusk, her eyes like coal, her breath like dust. She whispered lies to a desperate man. Now his name's been scorched from the son of sand. They all thought the night would hide their shame, but the moon sees all just the same. You can run to the hills, you can drown in gin, but truth don't care where you've been. The light's gonna find you no matter how deep. Ain't no grave can promise sleep. The deeds you done in the dead of night gonna burn like hell when they hit the light. The devil don't knock, he just takes his own. He's sitting by the fire, waiting to welcome you home. outlaws can't hide from the skies. Oh, the light gonna find you sure as the rain, washing the wicked down the drain. You can lie, you can cheat, you can curse the sun, but the reckoning day's gonna come. The devil don't knock, he just takes his own. And he's got your seed carved in stone. Yeah, the devil awaits with a grin and flame. He remembers every cursed name. And the light gonna find you just the same.
Grew up where the streetlights buzz, where rust eats trucks and money does. The only plan was day to day. You learn to fight or you fade away. We played with fire cause it kept us warm, shared a smoke in the eye of the storm. Ain't scared of flames when the sky's already red. You don't fear death when you half wish you were dead.
Broke men don't mind that smoke. We light it up with no good hope. Desperate hearts, wild and blind, doing damage just to feel alive. We don't stop until it's pain. Regret don't come till it's too late. By the time we learn the cost, the fire's burned, the bridge is lost. We pawned our dreams for a worn-out thrill, wrote IOUs we couldn't fill. We told ourselves it's just a phase, but years go fast in a smoky haze. You get used to running when the past won't die, used to lying when the truth won't try. She begged me once to leave this town, but my pride was loud and I let her down. Broke men don't mind that smoke. We drown the truth with every toke. Desperate men don't see the trap till the walls cave in and there's no map. We don't think till sirens scream and every dream burns kerosene. By the time we feel the flame, we're already calling out her name. Mama said, son, the fire don't care, it'll eat you whole, leave nothing there. But I laughed and struck the match again, thinking heat was the same as wind. Broke men don't mind that smoke. We wear the ash like holy cloaks. Desperate men make deadly bets with cards marked by their own regrets. We only learn when we're erased by the choices that we can't replace. By the time we beg for grace, we're just another burned out face. Smoke don't matter when you're broke, it's all you got before you choke. At the edge of town where the black trees lean sits a house gone gray in the in-between. Windows stare like hollow eyes, shutters moan when the cold wind cries. They say no one's lived since 52. When blood ran deep through the floorboards too. The place where screams once kissed the walls, and silence came when the curtain falls. Oh, the old Johnston house still breathes, with a ghost that scratched beneath the eaves, where a killer's hand was finally stayed, but the dead still dance where they were laid. He rode that lightning in the county chair, now his soul stuck roaming there in the house where the past won't sleep, and the shadows cry and the walls still weep. Found the girls in the cellar down, tied and cold by a busted lamp. The sheriff cried, the preacher cursed, said they'd never seen evil quite that perverse. And Henry Blake, with his crooked smile, was dragged out screaming in the dirt and bile. No remorse, the headlines read, just a cigarette, then he joined the dead. With every creak and every groan, you can hear the floorboards singing night, a lullaby of death and fright. They flipped the switch, the chair burned red, but it came back just like he said, to the place where the bodies lay, where guilt and ghosts don't fade away. Some say you can see him there, pacing slow in the attic air. Others say it's the girls who cry, calling you in if you walk by. Now teenagers dare, but they never stay, and dogs won't bark as they pass that way. The grass won't grow, the clocks won't tick, and the chimney leans like it's getting sick. It's just wood and stone and a cursing name, but everyone knows it remembers a shame. A house don't forget what it's seen done, especially when the devil had his fun. Oh, the old Johnston house still stands, a cursed relic in the hands of damned. The killer's soul and the lost remain bound together in their shared pain. He paid the price but never left, now he walks in eternal dead, in the house where mercy fled, and the past won't rest, not even dead, not even dead. Out past the canyon bend, where the sun forgets to rise again, there's a stretch of dust and broken bone, where even God won't throw a stone. The wind don't whisper, it just bites, and the stars blink out on moonless nights. No signs, no trails, just heat and dread. Deadman's Creek, where the land plays dead. Cold don't go down to Deadman's Creek, it'll swallow your soul and won't let you speak. Dry as sin and twice as mean, where the buzzards watch and the ground stays clean. If you're there and only
only by chance, you best say your prayers, it's your last dance. Cause even coyotes stay away from the reek of the legend, the cursed Deadman's Creek. Joe Ramsey took a dare. He crossed that line with a cold-eyed stare. Said he'd make it back by light, but no one saw him after night. Just his boots by a twisted tree and a blood-stained hat where his head should be. Folks say they heard him beg and scream, or maybe it was just the creek's bad dream. Pulled on down to Deadman's Creek, it's a one-way ride, no hide and seek. The dirt don't shift, it just consumes a silent march to a shallow tomb. If you're there and only by chance, you're dancing your death in a cursed romance. It ain't the heat or the drought you should fear, it's the whispers you start to hear. They say a gunfighter once rode through, looking to hide, looking to lose. His horse came back, but he never did. Some say he still walks, eyes lidless hid. Now the map won't show that place at all, just a tear in earth, a dead man's call. But if you're lost or drunk or brave, you might stumble on that unmarked grave. And if the silence starts to hum, boy, you better run or your time has come. Ain't no mercy, no retreat, just your name scratched faint in the canyon heat. Don't go down to Deadman's Creek where the wind don't howl and the sky won't speak. No trails back, no final stand, just a ghostlace grip in the devil's hand. If you're there and only by chance, you'll sway alone in your deathly trance. So raise your glass and never seek the legend, the wrath of Deadman's Creek.
Raised on a Bible in my daddy's fist, but I traded that cross for a devil's kiss. Ran from the Lord like a dog in heat, with blood on my hands and sin on my feet. Whiskey was water and women were flame. I played every hand like it weren't no game. I told myself I'd never kneel, but hell got hot and fire got real. I've been burned by the fire, branded by shame. Walked through the smoke with no one to blame. I danced with the devil, I spit on the truth. I lost my soul in the sins of youth. But now I'm older with scars I can't hide, trying to outrun the flames I lit inside. You can lie to the world, but the mirror won't bend, and even hell can't burn forever, my friend. Buried good men for a stack of bills. Watched my mama cry on windowsills. She said, son, the devil don't sleep, and neither did I, not 6 nights deep. The flames got close, but I never turned, till the night my first love watched me burn. She walked away with tears in her eyes, while I laughed through the smoke of my own demise. Yeah, I've been burned by the fire, lost in the dark. Tried to fix my soul with a sinner's spark. I took and I broke, I cursed and I ran. Thought redemption was for a better man, but there's mercy and pain and truth in the end. Even a fire-torn heart can try to mend. I still see flames when I close my eyes, but now I walk with the smoke behind. I don't claim clean, I don't claim wise, but I'm done with the poison and done with the lies. If he's out there watching the roads I roam, I hope he sees a man trying to come home. 'Cause I was burned by the fire, but I ain't done. Still got breath, still got miles to run. I ain't looking for a saint's parade, just a little piece in the mess I made. And if heaven's a light through the smoke and sin, let me stand at the edge and let me in. I paid my price in the flames I fed, but I ain't dead yet. No, I ain't dead yet.
I was born where the blue bonnets bloom, under wide open skies and a red sun at noon, where the trucks roll loud and the horses run fast and the roots grow deep, 'cause the legends still last. We don't beg, we don't bend, we stand tall, we don't pretend. Free and life is great. We got the right to bear arms. We shoot, don't wait, and we don't care if the world debates. From the hill country winds to the Gulf Coast bays, we ride proud in 1,000 ways. It's more than a place, it's how we were raised. Texas strong till the end of days. Seen sunsets burn like a holy fire over Amarillo plains and a mesquite wire. Heard a fiddle cry and a honky-tonk call where every Texan stands 10 feet tall. We don't run, we don't crawl, we hold the line, we give our all. This is Texas, the Lone Star State, where living's free and life is great. We got the right to bear arms, we shoot, don't wait, and we don't care if the world debates. From Oryx pumping to the Alamo gates, we write our story, we set our fate. It's more than a dream, it's a Lone Star blaze. Texas strong till the end of days. One flag flies, one star shines over ranches, rails, and county lines. We don't ask much, just a little space, a six-pack, some sky, and a parking place. Yeah, this is Texas, the land we defend. We're strangers, our friends, and pride don't bend. We got grit in our soul and fire in our veins. From the Rio Grande up to the Llano Plains, it's freedom loud and honor raised. Texas strong till the end of days. So raise your glass, don't hesitate. Here's to Texas.
back in the hills where the moon don't rise. Me and alive made our living off lies, picking through graves when the world was asleep, selling cold flesh 6 feet deep. Doctors paid and folded bills to study the bones, the rot, the chills, but the gold teeth rings and the rest we'd find, well, those stayed ours by outlaw design. We drank whiskey to forget the smell, rotted skin and a one-way hell. 2 young fools in the midnight dirt, hands on the shovel, boots stained with hurt. No glory, no grace, just the lives we led, digging up stories with the silent dead. We were kings of the graveyard trade back in the day. Eli'd hum hymns while the crowbar cracked. I'd hold my breath and watch our backs. Sometimes we'd laugh, sometimes we'd puke, but we always split that doctor's loot. Found a coin once from what 802. He said some souls shine even buried too. I said ain't no shame in a body gone cold. They don't need silver, they don't need gold. So we drank whiskey to kill the stench of dirt and death on a rusted ranch. 2 rough souls on a crooked ride, living like ghosts with nothing to hide. The town knew not to ask or tread. We walked with the weight of the nameless dead. We were boys with shovels and demons to pay. I died drunk in the fall of '81. Heart gave out before the job was done. I buried him deep with a flask and grin. Said here's to the end, now you dig me in. I quit the trade, but I ain't clean. Still see their eyes in the in-betweens. But Lord, we were young and lost and brave, just 2 grave robbers who misbehaved. Drank whiskey to bear the truth of what we did in our reckless youth. Found gold and sin in the quietest place, held death's hand with a smiling face. Now time's the only thing I dread, and I toast to the ones who can't raise their heads. Yeah, we live like shadows and shades of gray back in the day.
where the angels crash. Ashes crown the fallen, forged from wrath. A throne of smoke, a grin of gold. Lucifer speaks like fire gone cold. Kneel to pride or be consumed. Your halo breaks, but beneath my tomb. Mammon feeds your starving soul, coins for blood and heartless goals. His lullabies are laced with need. You'll chase the hunger till you bleed. 7 thrones, 7 lies, each one burns where truth once died. 7 kings with serpent eyes drag you down where mercy cries. But if you crawl fist wrapped in flame, you just might rise and name your name. As Medeus walks where the velvet bleeds, lust drips red on tattered dreams. He drinks your want like sacred sin and sells your soul just to grin again. Leviathan sleeps beneath the green, jealous eyes and venom schemes. He speaks in silence, coils and waits. You're nothing, so desecrate. Beelzebub dines on the bones of kings, bloated on power, hear the hunger sing, while Satan screams with a wrath untamed, madness dancing in a furnace flame. Then comes Belphegor, slow as decay, drowning in silence, wasting away. Too dead to hate, too numb to cry, but apathy still lets you die. Seven thrones, 7 flames, etched in blood they call your name. 7 kings with hollow crowns pull you under, drag you down. But through the fire, if you fight, you just might claw your way to light. I walked through hell, past the serpent's grin, wore every wound, drank every sin. I broke, I burned, I cursed the sky, but I refuse to lay down and die. 7 thrones, 7 lies, tried to chain me in disguise. But I am more than cursed design, a soul unbroken, forged divine. I rose through flame, chose not to crawl, and now I stand above them all.